Hello human beings, it's me, Logan from Cacti and Cactuses, and today we're going to be ranking all the Arsenal maps. There are 18 maps in Arsenal in total. Arsenal is a Roblox shooter game, and yeah, they've been removing them, I feel like, more than adding them. So this video was recorded in August of 2020. You're probably going to update the game sometime soon, but for now, I'm ranking all the maps. So, let's get into it. At number 18 is Height Frights. I feel like I can never enjoy playing this map. Its main problem is its size. It's one of the biggest maps in all of Arsenal. And the gameplay is not very good at all. It's like you spend the entire round trying to find other people, and once you find them, they come up from behind you, or they just kill you, and then the search goes on and on. I feel like the theme can be a bit distracting from the actual gameplay, which tends to be like a kind of a problem with this map. I don't think I've ever won on Height Frights either. Overall, it's just really not a map that I like or find very fun to use, but the most frustrating thing is sometimes I'll be in a game and 7 people will vote for it, so even though the cryptid hunt, I mean, pretty much everybody has the skins at this point. At number 17 is Vertigo. Vertigo is another one of those maps that I wish they would just remove it already. The layout of this map is so weird. So there's the main 2 floors, and there's crates everywhere, which kind of mess everything up. Nobody really goes on the 2nd floor or the bottom area. It's kind of weird. Overall, the gameplay is just so odd, and the way the map is set up, it honestly just not work out at all. At number 16 is Aircraft. Aircraft is another one that's kind of strange. It's very similar to Vertigo, and it's pretty easy to mix up the two. On Aircraft, though, the map is overall at a decent size, but the main problem seems to be with that one is that the fighting area is so small. And because of that, you spend a lot of time on the parts of the map where nobody is, and going through a labyrinth of crates than you do actually fighting. When you do need to shoot somebody, it's just really awkward, honestly. I don't like it very much. And number 15 is Boulevard. Boulevard is another really weird map. First off, it's kind of ugly. I honestly think it has like this gray, dull color palette. It's not very nice to look at. And a lot of the shooting in this one happens in the middle. There's this giant road in the middle of the map. And how open it is kind of messes up the gameplay, because you can get shot very easily. There's almost nowhere to cover behind. And there are some sniping points, but honestly the way the map is set up, the easiest way to kill somebody is to snipe or get up close and personal with them. Honestly, I don't like the map very much. At number 14 is Township. Township is kind of a map that weirds me out. This is one of the newer maps. I think it was added during the summer update. It was a community creation. Which, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely one of the most forgettable maps. When you're in a public server and you're playing on Township, everything feels so clustered and the rounds end so fast because the map is so small. It's ridiculous. Now, in terms of 1v1s, it's great if you're in a private server and you're trying to 1v1 somebody. In that case, it's very fun, but overall, it's a very forgettable map. I just can't see it being like something that would stick around in my brain. So, at number 14 is Hillside. So, Hillside has always been like a map that I disliked. The way it's set up and the way it looks, I just don't like it. I never really have very much fun playing on it. The hill aspect makes it really easy to get killed, honestly. And I don't know, it feels like whenever you round a corner, there's always somebody waiting there. It's honestly just not a great map. There isn't much more I can say about it. At number 13 is Midtown. Midtown is an okay map. It's one of the newer ones. It was added in May. And I mean, it's decent. It has this weird foggy theme, so it's not the easiest to see on. Honestly though, the gameplay is a little bit weird. and there isn't really much I can say about it. It's just like a decent map. And number 11 is Assault. Assault, now we're going on to like the middle of the road maps, and that's how I would describe Assault for the most part. It's a good map. The way it's laid out, it's kind of like this W shape if you look at it the right way. And the gameplay is decent. It's overall like a fun map. I'm not gonna complain if it gets chosen. I enjoy it quite a bit. There isn't really much else I can say about it. At number 10 is Kitchen Chaos. Kitchen Chaos is a map I used to actually not like very much. But it's definitely grown on me over time. It's definitely not my favorite map. Because when you're on the ground, the gameplay isn't very fun. However, once you get into a sniping spot and you just start taking people down, it can be a very good map. And the theme is definitely different from all the other maps in Arsenal. So I think that definitely sets it apart. At number 9 is Tuscan. Tuscan is one of the newer maps that's been added to the game, and honestly, I like it quite a bit. The layout is made up so most of the gameplay happens in the middle, but it never feels too big or too small. I think it kind of perfects like what would be like a good map in Arsenal. And honestly, it's just very enjoyable. And it's fun to run around on the roofs and kill people from there, I have to say. At number 8 is Safe House. Safe House has been in the game for a while, and the classic maps never seem to disappoint. Safe House is a very fun map. I feel like combat can happen pretty much anywhere, whether it's in the field or inside the house, and there's lots of places to fight people, but it never feels too big. Overall, the setting is very nice, and there's a lot to explore, but it never feels like too much. I think it's another really good Arsenal map. And number 7 is Agency. I've heard people say I don't like Agency, and I actually like it a lot. Sure, it does feel kind of large at times, and that is something that does take away a little bit from the map. But overall, it's very fun to play on. The combat is awesome, because it feels like everybody's clustered together, and you can get a bunch of kills all at once. Overall, exploring the building is it's a very fun and interesting thing to do, honestly. Very good map. And number 6 is Glacier. Glacier was a map I really didn't like at first, but I grew to appreciate it. The layout is basically a circle with another elevated part of ice in the middle. And it does take some searching to find people, but overall I do enjoy playing on it a lot. The combat's very fun. It's interesting looking through the ice to see people. And overall, I never felt like it was too hard or too easy playing it. It was challenging, but not in a not fun way, I guess. Very good map. I like the setting a lot as well. And number 5 is Beach. Beach is another map that I'm pretty sure everybody can agree is just good. It has a very nice layout because you can hide to heal for a little bit, but there's also a lot of places where you can go and just kill a lot of people. There's lots of places to snipe, and overall it just feels like it's perfectly sized for the combat to play out. Or there are some maps that I do like a little bit more. And number 4 is Street Corner. This is a map that I think is a little bit underrated. Some people don't like Street Corner at all. I've heard that opinion a lot, but I don't agree. I think Street Corner is a great map. It's interesting how the map is split into 2 parts. Because you can do a little bit of fighting up top, and you can go around and backstab a bunch of people from behind. The sewer aspect is really cool, because it's just like this chaotic fighting environment, and you can get a more tame one by going up. Overall, the layout is super interesting to me, and overall, I just find it really fun to play on. It's a great map. And number 3 is Villa. Villa is a map that I'm pretty sure nobody hates. It's pretty much just a house, really, and there's some stuff on the outside, too. It's awesome to get backstabs in this map. You can launch yourself on top. Overall, exploring the house, looking for people, never really gets old. It's just a very good map. There's nothing else I can say about it. And number 2 is Dizzy. I'm pretty sure everybody loves Dizzy. So I'm not really sure what Dizzy is supposed to be. I guess it's some kind of like floating ship or something. I don't know. This map, I feel like there's always action going on. It's insane. It's chaotic, but not in a bad way. You can also go under, there's a little basement, and there's some spaces up top for sniping, or you can just go on and fight people in the middle. Honestly, there's so much you can do with this map, it's really just a great map. And at number 1, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can agree with this, is Sandtown. Sandtown is pretty much the perfect Arsenal map, and dare I say, I like the updated version more than the actual old version, because it definitely helped it so you would stop getting spawn killed. Overall, though, it's a really fun map, because it's kind of like Dizzy. There's lots of places to snipe, but you can also go on the ground and kill people too. The layout of the map is just perfect, and the gameplay is really fun. It's honestly, if I had to be stuck with one Arsenal map forever, it would be Sandtown. Overall, though, I love how the plane crashes into the building, and I just love the way it looks. It's pretty much the, perfection of what could be an Arsenal map. And also, it's one of the oldest ones, too. It's been around for 5 years, so I don't know, maybe they should make more of the newer ones like this. Well, I hope you all agreed with my ranking, and feel free to put your ranking in the comments below. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you stayed around this long, good job. You just gave me some watch time. Now the algorithm will recommend me to some people, so thanks. Well, there's one more thing that you guys need to remember. It's cacti, not cactuses. Stay prickly.